Before we dive into this delicious Caramac cake, I have a question for you. Should we still be teaching our daughters chikapa, or is it time to let it go? As this Caramac cake bakes and fills the kitchen with sweetness, I want to talk about something that wasn't so sweet growing up, chikapa. If you're from Zimbabwe or southern parts of Africa, you have probably heard about it. For those who haven't, chikapa is a set of traditional teachings given to girls, usually by aunties, grandmothers, or elder women. It was passed down privately. It was supposed to prepare you for womanhood and marriage. But what exactly were they teaching? A big part of this was around your body, especially the parts people didn't talk about openly. One example is what they called pulling your 11s. Now, 11s was a coded word for the clitoris, and girls were taught to stretch or pull it, sometimes starting as young as 9 or 10. The idea was that the longer your 11s were, the more sexually pleasing you'd be to your future husband. It was believed that if you didn't do it, your husband might leave you. Can you imagine the pressure that put on young girls? But looking at it now with clearer eyes and a new generation, we have to ask, was it really about us? Or was it about controlling us? So many of those teachings were about how to please a man, how to avoid shame, how to be accepted. Where were the lessons about your own worth? Where was the teaching about your pleasure, your voice, your dreams? Now I know some people will say, well, things were kind of different back then. And that's true. But what worries me is that while we have rejected chikapa as old-fashioned or too traditional, today's girls are still being shaped by harmful messages from different sources. TV, TikTok, everything is sexualized. So here's my honest question. Should we be passing on chikapa, or should we completely forget about it? Because underneath all the pressure and shame, there was wisdom. They taught us about cleanliness, emotional control, respect, how to manage your home, how to care for others. What if we kept the wisdom and let go of the shame? I don't want my daughter growing up feeling like she has to shape herself for someone else. But I also don't want her learning about her body and worth from strangers on social media. So maybe we need something new, a version of chikapa that's not about pulling or pleasing, but about power, confidence, and clarity. Something that says you are worthy, you are whole, and your value isn't based on how long your 11s are or how much of yourself you give away. And just like this cake, the real sweetness is what you put in and how you let it rise. If these kitchen conversations got you thinking, hit that subscribe button and the bell, because you don't want to miss the next deep talk in